I'm here to announce that our office will be filing charges against Nick Reiner, who is accused of killing his parents, actor-director Rob Reiner, and photographer-producer Michelle Singer Reiner. These charges will be 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Nick Reiner being held without bail this morning in Los Angeles. It's not clear when he'll have his first court appearance. Officials have called him, quote, responsible for the stabbing deaths of his parents, Rob and Michelle. And now his past struggles are at the center of the controversy. He's spoken openly about his struggles with drug addiction.
I kind of knew that I wanted to relapse, basically. I didn't even want to call it a relapse. I just wanted to get back to my old life of, like, smoking weed, kind of taking some pills, like, doing whatever I wanted.
And Nick Reiner and his father even collaborated on a film inspired by the impacts of addiction on their family.
I made mistakes in that I didn't go with my gut instinct and the feel, and I know Nick better than, you know, some expert who's never met him. And I think had I listened to my own instincts, I would have done a lot better by Nick.
Joining me now, Susan Raphael, an addiction specialist and author of What's Wrong with My Teen. Susan, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Audie, for having me.
So first thing we want to say is kind of no matter where you are income-wise, people deal with these challenges. We're learning from a Kaiser Family Foundation poll, 66% of Americans have themselves struggled with addiction or have a family member who has. And I want to talk to you about the dynamics within families, because it's always a push-pull, right? Do you support? Do you protect yourself?
Absolutely, and I think you have to do both, support yourself and protect yourself. And I just want to say my condolences go to the family and friends and colleagues of the Reiners. Addiction is a horrible disorder, disease that affects the whole family.
And do families feel, I guess, trapped? I mean, this is the kind of thing where you can end up in the cycle along with the person in your family dealing with substance abuse.
Absolutely. Trapped, I think, is a good term. They can feel very trapped and very powerless to help, powerless to save. Often family members want to fix and help and caretake, and that can be dangerous territory because they didn't cause it, they can't cure it, and they didn't create this condition. They can contribute to conditions for change and influence conditions for change. And I think we see that with multiple treatments that the family would have supported. And my guess is they would have undergone family components of treatment as well. So it seems like they really did what they could. And when families engage and show that humility that maybe they're wrong and maybe they've made some mistakes along the way, that can be tremendous for healing and compassion rather than judgment.
Yeah, and what are some of the warning signs that maybe what is a substance abuse problem is escalating into something more dangerous?
Well, absolutely, the impulsivity. And these, in this case, the symptoms started in adolescence or prior. We don't know. Treatment started in adolescence. And my resource talks about the adolescent onset of addiction, signs, symptoms, mental health struggles. The brain is still developing until 25 or so. And if substances are involved, the development of the brain is delayed even more. So there are a lot of factors happening during adolescence, and the signs are there. And escalation and having safety plans and thinking about and talking to people and professionals to understand. You may know your young person better than anyone, but addiction specialists understand the disorder of addiction better than anyone. So it's balancing the knowledge with knowing your family member or loved one as well. And it's a terrible struggle. I'm a person in long-term recovery myself, and I've also had clients and loved ones that I can't cure and can't fix. And it's a terrible struggle. And I have so much compassion for families who are going through this. And there are resources and there is help. And that's why I'm so grateful that you're having me on today to talk about building the awareness and breaking stigma and having these conversations about how things can really escalate.
Okay, that's Susan Raphael. Thank you so much for your time and congratulations on your recovery.
Thanks, Audie.